Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Part two of Purple Rain. These just came out, just got washed off. They're not even dry yet. I love the royal purple. It came out exactly the way I wanted it to. Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's dry these all the way off. Get ready to put it together. Oh man, these look so good. Now I can see the G10. I can see the G10 better. I can see the pattern of the G10. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I think you'll be able to see it too. Take these gloves off. All right. These came out really nice. This might end up being my favorite Begleiter. Woo, I like that. Now you can see the pattern of the G10 a little bit. You see what I'm talking about? Awesome. Awesome. Oh man, these look so good. Way better than it was before. Absolutely love it now. This is what I use. I only use like about maybe a third of the bottle. And I let them sit in the solution for 15 minutes. I set the kitchen timer for 15 minutes. At first I had them in there and I was stirring them back and forth in the hot water. And I did the water to a boil and then I put it on low. And let it sit like that for 15 minutes. The synthetic dye. This is what I've used before. This is what I used on my Frenzy. And it didn't work out so well. And it's not the synthetic. This is like the old, this is like the regular kind. It's an all-purpose one. If you're going to do G10 scales, I would recommend getting this. This is the first time I've had super good results with RIT dye on G10 scales. Get the synthetic. It's a little bit different. It says synthetic across the front. This one just says all-purpose. You want this one for G10. I've never done micarta or anything else. I've only done G10 before. So I only can tell you about experiences with G10. All right, people, let's put Purple Rain together. Let's get Purple Rain together. All right. So this side's trying to figure out which side's the pocket clip side. That's what I'm doing. That's the pocket clip side. On the body screws, I don't use any additional Loctite. I only like to use Loctite on the pivots. I always like to put in the pocket clips first because it sort of holds everything in place. Taking a look at this pin right here, stop pin. Okay, so it's the same on both sides. You got a D-shaped pivot. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease on this. Looks really dry looking. Always remember, metal parts that rub against each other, it's always best to have some sort of lube on them. I know a lot of people don't like to put lube on things and stuff because they're afraid of dealing with, you know, like dust or stuff getting on the lube or whatever. But if you want something that operates super smooth, I suggest you get used to maintaining it. Just don't put it together and forget about it. There we go. Okay, a little bit of lube on the bearings. I'm gonna check in and see if they make Skiff makes bearings for this. That's gonna be my next little thing I want to do. These bearings work good too, though, so maybe I shouldn't even worry about it. I just like Skiff bearings. I know with the 80-20s and the Demco knives over the steel bearings, it just adds like a little bit of smoothness. I mean, it's like feels a little bit better. It's noticeable. I don't know which one is actually better or whatever, but I just know it makes it seem like it operates a little bit smoother. All right. Put some grease on this one too. I already got grease on my fingers, so I don't need to set that right there. Let's get the blade. Put a little bit of dab of oil right in here. I'm feeling kind of excited because I want to see it together. Uh-oh, falling out. There we go. Right there. Just a little dab would do it. All right, let's see if we can get this all to work together now. Oh, we forgot the barrel spacers. I should have put those in first, people. I'm gonna take this back apart. It'd be a lot easier if I put these in first. Forgot about the barrel spacers. I love the way this knife is made. the screw long enough? Got one screw shorter than the other one? Let me see. Oh, I see what's happening. The pocket clip's in the way. Let me do something to pocket clip. There we go. Move it a little bit out of the way. Okay. Hope everybody's doing good out there. This is the first time I've ever done this one. I did the one with the McCarter scales, but I didn't take it this far apart. I did a video on it. Still not getting around the pocket clip. Maybe I should take the pocket clip off. Come on. There we go. Now let's see what we got going on here. There we go. Okay, now we go ahead and finish it up, people. Sorry about that. Forgot to put that part in there. Put a little bit more grease on this. I've always learned that ever since, the Benchmades with the Mega Springs, when you lube the springs, if you're going to use it and fidget with it a lot, I suggest always lube the springs. It makes the springs last longer. That's my experience anyway. Figured that out after snapping a couple of Mega Springs. And ever since I lubed them, I've never had that issue again. This has like a little groove that has to all fit into. You gotta get it just right. There we go. Okay, now we got it. All downhill from here. Purple rain coming up. Purple rain coming up. Purple rain's fixing to start its life with Stiletto. Oh, did we pop out? Yep. I do it all over again. This top pin came out. This is live, people. Real deal. No editing. You seen what really happens? Look at me, yeah. Let's get this started first. Huh? Keep pressure. I'm keeping pressure on it this time. The last time I let go of it. I'm going to put a little bit. I'm going to have to do that last because I want to put some Loctite on that. All right. Oh yeah, we're in business. Everything's nice and tight. Boy, I love the way this looks. Man, I love it the way this one looks, people. I'm digging this. And it's always cool when you make something look cool, you know what I mean? Like when you customize your own bike or something, or build your own hot rod. That's one reason why I like to customize things too, because I always like to say I modified it when I show it to my friends and stuff. Oh yeah, that looks so cool. I can't even remember how much the Rit dye was. I buy Rit dye usually on Amazon, people, if you want to get Rit dye. Or you can go to like a fabric store, or Walmart even has Rit dye. But I like to go on Amazon because I can make sure I get the kind of Rit dye I want. Because Walmart may not have everything that, the right kind that you may want. I know they have a lot of the fabric stuff, like the stuff that I found didn't work too well for me. Perfect. Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. I love it when a plan comes together. Oh man, Purple Rain is the bomb. Prince is back. Prince is back. Absolutely loving this one, people. I mean, I really, really like it. I really like this one. I think it's going to be my new favorite. My new favorite button lock. But I like the black one with the stonewash, with the black stonewash blade too, and the black micarta. I like that one too. I like both of them. I think I like these two better than I like the carbon fiber one. The carbon fiber one's cool too, but I don't know, I like micarta and I like G10. The carbon fiber is cool too. I know that's the most desirable one, is the carbon fiber one. This came out perfect, people. Perfect. And the lockup on these is so tight, and there's no wiggle, no wobble, no up and down, no side to side at all. None at all. Feels like a fixed blade. I highly recommend these Begleiter XLs. I like the Assassin that I have too, the Assassin XL. That's a nice knife too. But this is the one that I like the best out of all of them. Out of all of them, I like this. That's totally cool to me. I like the dark purple where it's almost like a black so it doesn't stand out. And I like all the black hardware so it hides in my pocket. It'll hide in my pocket with my black jeans perfectly. And when I do food prep, I sort of like having unfinished blades. So this is going to be a perfect work knife for me. This knife will probably get a ton of pocket time. Absolutely love it, people. Well, there it is there. All done in one day. Highly recommend Rit dye synthetic Rit dye. Get the synthetic over getting the all-purpose or multi-purpose. Don't get this if you want to do G10. I recommend this, the synthetic. This was done with the purple synthetic. And you remember what it was like before. And I would say if you want to dye these, get the white one. Get the one just like I just got. Get the G10 white G10 one, and you can dye it any color you like. I'm absolutely digging the way this came out. That's too cool for school. Absolutely love it, people. All right, I'm gonna end it there. Juno's over there laying down. What you doing, Juno? You wanna come say hi before I get off the YouTube? No, she's just laying down. She's doing her own thing, people. All right. Well, peace out. I hope everybody's doing good out there. Peace. Stiletto. Part 2 done. Purple Rain exists.